Whistleblower in Menglong's case, missing after shocking evidence leak. An investigative exposé by the Midnight Ledger. The case surrounding Menglong's death has taken yet another chilling turn. Less than 48 hours after new evidence surfaced that could upend the official narrative, the man who provided it, identified by sources only as Linhao, has disappeared without a trace. His phone is off, his apartment in Beijing's Chaoyang district has been sealed by police, and his friends say they are terrified to speak publicly. For weeks, online forums had buzzed about a mysterious insider threatening to release documents connected to the actor's final hours. Then, on Monday night, a 12-minute audio clip landed in the inbox of several independent journalists. In it, a male voice, calm, weary, unmistakably shaken, claimed that the truth behind Menglong's death was never meant to surface. The clip included what sounded like snippets of an internal conversation among studio executives containing a scandal. By dawn, the file had gone viral across Chinese social media before being scrubbed from nearly every major platform. When the Midnight Ledger traced the file's metadata, it led to a single email account created under the name Linhao. A former production assistant at Phoenix Arts Media, Lin had reportedly worked with Menglong during his final drama shoot. Several colleagues confirmed his identity, describing him as quiet but observant, someone who saw things he shouldn't have. The vanishing. On Tuesday morning, Lin was seen leaving his apartment complex, carrying a backpack and a hard drive. A neighbor recalled, he looked nervous, kept checking his phone, then just walked off. Security footage shows him entering the Shuangjing subway station at 9:47 a.m. and never emerging at any recorded exit. By afternoon, his accounts on WeChat, Weibo, and Telegram were deactivated. That same evening, police cars surrounded the residential compound. They said it was a routine check, one resident whispered, but everyone knew they were looking for him. Lin's parents in Hunan told reporters they have not heard from their son since the night before the leak. He called saying he was scared, his mother said through tears. He said someone was following him. What Linhao knew. Before vanishing, Lin had reached out to an independent legal advocate known online as Lawghost. According to chat logs reviewed by the Ledger, Lin claimed to possess a complete audio chain, proving that Menglong's fatal accident was staged. If anything happens to me, he wrote, the drive goes public. Investigators have yet to confirm whether the drive has surfaced. The authenticity of the leaked audio remains under scrutiny, but audio forensic experts note several telling details. Muffled studio chatter, the hum of equipment matching known Phoenix Arts recording rooms, and a voice resembling one of the company's senior managers. If genuine, it's explosive, said sound analyst Zhao Yunfei. It implies corporate negligence, or worse, deliberate orchestration. The public eruption. By Wednesday, hashtags about Lin's disappearance dominated every trending list before being abruptly removed. Bloggers reposted screenshots of private messages between Menglong's fans speculating about the hidden witness. In one viral post, a user wrote, "First you, now the one who tried to speak for him. Silence is their weapon." Offline, protests flared outside the Phoenix Arts headquarters. Supporters carried candles and photos of Menglong, chanting for transparency. Police dispersed the crowd within an hour, citing safety concerns. Yet footage from the scene, shared before deletion, shows plainclothes officers confiscating cameras and phones. A deepening pattern. Linhao's disappearance mirrors a disturbing pattern that has haunted this story since its beginning. Every key figure attempting to challenge the official line meets sudden resistance. Menglong's former manager, Sun Durong, reported being followed earlier this month after announcing plans to sue for wrongful death. His lawyer's office was broken into days later. Someone wants this case buried, said investigative reporter He Jie, who has covered celebrity legal disputes for over a decade. When insiders vanish, evidence disappears, and statements get retracted, you're no longer talking about coincidence. You're talking about control. The drive. Late Thursday night, a new thread emerged on an encrypted forum claiming the drive Linhao carried contained over 200 gigabytes of documents, including surveillance footage, deleted emails, and transcripts from Menglong's last production meeting. The post included a single still image, Menglong seated at a conference table, mid-laugh, time-stamped just 3 hours before his death. Investigators have not verified the image, but its authenticity has already sparked global coverage. Cybersecurity expert Mina Chung explains, if Lin backed up company servers before leaving, there's a trail. Whoever's trying to erase him is playing digital whack-a-mole. They can't delete everything. The official response. Phoenix Arts Media issued a brief statement Friday morning denying any involvement. The company has no knowledge of the individual referred to as Linhao or of any audio materials alleged to involve internal communications. We urge the public not to spread unverified information. Yet, even within state outlets, cracks have begun to appear. A commentary published, then quickly withdrawn, by the Beijing Daily noted that the repeated disappearance of potential witnesses in high-profile incidents undermines public confidence in institutional integrity. Shadows and theories. Online detectives are dissecting every frame of security footage, every timestamp, every deleted post. Some claim Lin may have staged his disappearance to avoid arrest. Others believe he was taken. There are two possibilities, said former law professor Chen Yu. Either Lin ran because he feared retaliation, or someone made sure he could never speak again. Adding to the mystery, several journalists who attempted to contact Lin's family reported receiving anonymous warnings. Stop digging, read one message sent from an encrypted number. Another journalist's email was hacked within hours of publishing a story. The larger picture. To many observers, Linhao's vanishing acts as a grim reflection of Menglong's own fate, a life cut short amid swirling secrets and institutional silence. Both men, it seems, reached for truth and met the same invisible wall. Social commentator Qiao Ran summarized the mood in a late-night stream viewed by more than 2 million people. Menglong was an artist loved by millions. Linhao was a nobody who tried to defend him. If both can vanish in the same silence, what does that say about justice in our time? Breaking point. Early this morning, anonymous files labeled "For You" began circulating through private Telegram groups. Inside were fragments of video, blurry but recognizable, showing an office discussion matching the leaked audio's dialogue. A male voice, distorted but steady, ends the clip with one haunting line. He knew it wasn't an accident. Authorities have not confirmed whether the footage is genuine, but the timing, hours after Lin's last sighting, has reignited the public's fury. Has Linhao succeeded in releasing the evidence he promised, or did someone else complete his mission? The world may have already assumed Linhao is gone, but new revelations are forcing everyone to look again. What really happened in the final 24 hours before the man who dared to expose the truth about Menglong's death disappeared? The Midnight Ledger's continuing investigation reveals a chilling sequence of events that sound more like a political thriller than real life. According to timestamped CCTV logs reviewed by this publication, Linhao wasn't alone when he left his apartment on that Tuesday morning. Surveillance from a neighboring building caught him walking with a man in a black coat, wearing a baseball cap, pulled low. They exchanged no words, but the stranger followed him for several blocks, maintaining a perfect 2-meter distance. Lin kept glancing behind him. Moments later, both figures entered the Shuangjing subway station, but only Lin's face was recorded by the entrance camera. The man in the cap seemed to vanish between frames. By 10:14 a.m., Lin's phone pinged its final signal near line 10's interchange. After that, silence. But data recovered from his cloud backup tells a different story. At precisely 10:23, a file labeled Project Y, Backup, Final, was uploaded to an encrypted drive. The upload lasted 3 minutes before stopping mid-transfer. The most haunting part? The drive still exists, partially corrupted but retrievable. Digital analysts have confirmed fragments of 2 voice clips inside. One contains a short phrase, "If they see this, it means I didn't make it." The trail of shadows. Investigators working independently have pieced together Linhao's last known contacts. He met a journalist, identified only as Ms. Zhang, at a cafe in the Sanlitun district 2 days before his disappearance. She has since fled Beijing, telling friends she feared someone was watching her apartment. In messages shared with the Ledger, Zhang described Lin as pale, paranoid but determined. He allegedly handed her a small memory card wrapped in a folded napkin. When she asked what was on it, he said, "The moment they decided Menglong's life was worth less than their reputation." By the time Zhang checked the card, it was empty. Experts now suspect Lin used a double encryption method, meaning the data only appears when accessed from his original device, which remains missing. Meanwhile, online rumor mills have ignited once again. Some claim Lin's hard drive is already in foreign hands. Others believe it was seized in a covert raid by internal security. On the dark web, listings pretending to sell Menglong files have multiplied, but most are scams designed to exploit desperate fans. The mysterious black sedan. A key witness has now stepped forward. A delivery driver, surnamed Hu, who claims he saw Linhao forced into a black sedan near Guarmao intersection around 10:30 a.m. It stopped suddenly, Hu said. Two men got out, told him they were police, and pushed him inside. He didn't resist, he looked resigned. Hu's statement was briefly published on a local news forum before being taken down within minutes. The post's author later received a message that read simply, "Stop writing about the actor." Yet, Hu's account aligns eerily well with nearby traffic camera footage showing a similar sedan heading toward the 4th Ring Road, minutes after Lin's phone signal died. The license plate? Erased in every available copy. Inside the silence. Phoenix Arts Media, still the storm's epicenter, has tightened its security. Staff members are required to sign new confidentiality agreements and submit their phones for inspection before entering the premises. When asked if this relates to Linhao's leak, an unnamed employee laughed bitterly. They're not scared of the truth. They're scared of who might still be talking. A separate insider, speaking under anonymity, said Lin had access to deleted project files, including one labeled YM Recovery Simulation. What exactly that means is unknown, but tech forensics suggest it could involve post-production alterations or recreated footage related to Menglong's final shoot. Imagine if someone used editing tools to fabricate an accident scene, said one source. That's not just cover-up, it's rewriting reality. The anonymous call. Then last night, a chilling twist. A call came through to the Midnight Ledger's tip line from an untraceable number. The voice, male, distorted, spoke only 12 words before hanging up. Linhao is alive. But not for long if you keep looking. The audio was analyzed by experts who found background noise consistent with a basement or underground parking lot. The line crackled with interference, but one faint echo stood out, a short musical jingle resembling the elevator chime used in Beijing's older office complexes. Within an hour, the number disconnected permanently. Fans refused to be silenced. Despite the mounting fear, Menglong's fans have reignited their movement online. A global campaign titled #FindLin4You has gained millions of reposts. Digital artists have begun creating haunting tributes, portraits of Yu and Lin standing side by side in mist, candles flickering beneath their silhouettes. One viral caption reads, "He died trying to tell us what really happened. Lin disappeared trying to prove it." International media outlets are now picking up the case, drawing parallels to whistleblower disappearances in other industries. What's unfolding here transcends celebrity gossip, said investigative anchor Menglong. It's about truth being hunted in real time. The Phoenix burns. In a late-night twist, hackers claiming to represent the anonymous group Silver Lantern infiltrated Phoenix Arts Media's internal network and posted a cryptic message on their homepage before it was taken down. Your silence won't bury the dead. The truth is already flying. The intrusion lasted only 40 seconds before the site went offline. But those 40 seconds were enough. Screenshots spread across social media, sparking chaos. Within hours, the company's shares plummeted by 8%. Government spokespersons have remained tight-lipped, issuing only a terse statement urging citizens not to fall for sensational misinformation. Yet many see the growing silence as an admission of guilt. The final message. At 3:17 a.m., one more file appeared on a hidden server linked to Lin's encrypted account, a 3-second video clip showing a dimly lit hallway. The camera pans slowly toward a locked door marked Storage Room 09. Then a soft voice whispers, "He's still here." Cyber experts are torn between calling it a fake or a signal. The timestamp, however, is damning. It's dated 2 days after Lin's disappearance. The question haunting millions tonight isn't just what happened to Linhao, it's how deep Menglong's story goes. Each revelation pulls the audience closer to the heart of a mystery that refuses to die. The dead may be silent, but their echoes are louder than ever. And somewhere, between truth and disappearance, between grief and resistance, a drive blinks quietly in the dark, waiting for the world to find it. To be continued.